Hello everybody, AustiB Gaming here, and welcome to the first session of the new Guilty Gear Strive beta. I'm excited to be able to finally play some real matches against real people, so, without further ado, let us begin. Here we go. Game 1 versus Soul to start. Now, I've been pretty vocal about how I think Soul is going to be a pretty big problem character in the future if they don't tweak him before final release, which they probably will, because it's the beta and the game's coming out in over half a year, so they definitely have time. Anyway, I'm maining Axel for the beta. Axel is a keep-away character who really does not want to get rushed in on. So, keeping Soul out is definitely the main priority. He incorporates a bunch of different keep-away tools into his game plan, like the little backflip slash that he does right there, in order to hop off the ground, and if it's a counter hit, you get a full combo from it, which is definitely useful. He has that move right there, called Sickle Flash, which has 3 different follow-ups, like Sickle Storm, which is where he spins it around like he just did, an anti-air, and a exploding chain with a limited reach at the very tip of it. He hits me with counter hit Dust, which gives him a free combo and stage transition, which is pretty sick to say the least. I really like what they did with stage transitions in this game. Hits me with Gunflame. Dust is also a universal overhead for every character, so I definitely like that. Hit him with Dust right back. Trying to keep him out, but he just keeps insisting on coming back in. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hit him with Sickle Flash and pull him in. Try to hit him with a kick on Wake Up, but he hits me with his DP Volcanic Viper, which is an invincible reversal, and it hurts, especially if he spins meter. Spacing him out successfully right now, make sure he doesn't get in. This is definitely the game plan with Axel. It's just a whole lot of throwing out of your chain, making sure they can't get in on you, and a lot of anti-airs, which I'm really bad at, but I do get slightly better as the beta progresses. Except I never really learned how to convert off them very well, which sucks, but I'll deal with it. I think he's about to go in for an attack, and I use my super, which I forget the name of at the moment, but he tried to punish but missed his Tyrant Rave, which is the name of Soul Bad Guy super. I wall him out, make sure to keep him out. Trying to make sure I don't get hit, because Soul's high damage will basically make anything he hits me with kill me. Which is a no-go at this point. This is 1 round. He gets in, sadly doesn't get me, and I hit him with a far slash from full screen to close out the round. There's game 1. Let's keep it going.
my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need a new word under you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game.
And in regards to the lobby system of the game currently, or of the beta, I'm going to refrain from talking about it until a follow-up video once the beta is over. And then I'll give my full opinions on everything. Alright, here we go. Next up, I'm playing against Kai. Now, Kai was the one character I was not expecting a lot from. However, my opinions were very quickly changed. Because for some reason, every Kai player I go up against, either I go pretty even with, or they just beat me 2 rounds real fast. So, Kai is a very basic character. He's very much follows the anime Shoto archetype, very much like Ryu and Ken. He has his projectile, he has his little kick move, which is performed with quarter circle back and kick. It's called Food Arc. Even though it's spelled kind of weird, so it should be sound like Foodra, but whatever. He has 2 kinds of projectiles, 2 different kinds of stun edge, which is what it's called, the heavy and light versions. The heavy version has a little bit of charge up, but has a lot of stun, which lets Kai follow up and just kind of wail on you. Stun Dipper is a little slide kick that he does that doesn't combo unless it is spaced at max range, which is what you just saw right there. He also has Vapor Thrust, which is his DP, for his invincible reversal. Right there you just saw was one of his 2 supers, Sacred Edge, which is just stun edge but really buff. And just like that, Kai's already taken me down, and I'm not even done with my explanation. It's a good thing he shows up back later. Now in this match I'm playing Soul myself because he was the character I played second most on the first day of the beta, so I decided to bring some matches in for him too. I'm fighting against Mei. Mei is a little bit ridiculous. She's in the power category, so she's ridiculously son of Alright, back with Soul after that very tragic connection loss from that Mei player, but then again I don't want to play against a Mei anyway. Now, Soul's primary game plan is trying to stay in your face as much as possible, but when he's not, he does have quite a few tools to actually deal with neutral and get in. Gunflame is his main projectile, which just summons a few pillars of fire that travel across the ground kind of slow, but it's definitely a good projectile. His other kind of screw neutral tool against some characters is a new move, which is called Night Raid Vortex, where he burrows himself in the ground and comes up with a big flaming uppercut, which kind of replaces a move he had previously called Pit Viper, which did the same thing, but instead of getting a combo, you just got some damage. But if you wanted to spend meter, you would get damage anyway. In terms of this match, I still haven't fully grasped the mechanics of the game yet. I don't really grasp it until the final day of the beta, and a little bit on the second day. But I did get some time to learn some conversions, such as the one you saw a second ago, where I punched him after Night Raid and managed to get a full combo after at mid-screen, which is kind of so far with the 3 sessions we got from the beta, kind of rare, because mid-screen combos are really hard because of the way juggling works and how a lot of moves send pretty far away. So Soul having a high damage, basically mid-screen combo is pretty insane. Ooh, that hurt. I'm currently green Soul, and I was a trend you might end up seeing throughout the 3 sessions of this beta and in the future is that for some reason I am really good at winning first rounds and then choking on the last one, which is a habit of mine that I would like to get out of. But yeah, and there you go. That's the match. On to the next. Back with another Mei player. What a treat. Now, Mei is, like I was saying before we got rudely disconnected, absolutely terrifying. Mei is in the powerhouse category because characters in, or at least the beta, were organized by categories, those being balanced, speed, the only speed character being Chipp, power, and tricky. Mei falls in the power category, and for good reason, because just like Soul, she touches you and you kinda just eat a bunch of damage if they convert. She has a command throw, but unlike Soul's, she gets a combo off it and it doesn't do ludicrous damage by itself, because hitting Soul's command throw, wild throw, does way too much damage. But I'm talking about Mei here. The super you just saw, I don't know the actual name of it, but I'm gonna just call it Shamu, and that move gets me twice, so here's warning. Mei is a charge character, so in order to do most of her special moves you need to hold back before pressing forward, but Guilty Gear is very nice because unlike say something like Street Fighter, you don't have to charge the move for very long, at all. So it is much easier to do. Right now I'm just trying to open her up, but she kind of only hit me twice there, and I just ate about a fourth of my HP. Hits the counter hit. I hit right in the corner, tried to convert for a combo, but she was too low to the ground. But I get a second shot at it, mess up again. It sucks, but it's alright because I get her a third time and still don't close it out. Jeez, there we go. Off a really weird trade. But she's just ridiculous. That little kick she did right there was, I believe, forward and kick, which is a little overhead, which means you have to stand it, or you have to block it standing. And jeez, that damage. It's too much, it's too much. Like I said, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on this game in my final session video to like gather my thoughts. But I'll say right now, I do think the damage needs to get tweaked a little bit. Just a little preview of my opinion of that. It's a bit much. It's a bit much sometimes, and this is sad. I got anti-aired by Shamu for the loss, but you know what? I'll take that one. Next up. Here's the last match of this video. I'm gonna stay pretty quiet. I'm just gonna let the footage of the music speak for themselves. That's that. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you enjoy the content, maybe give me some feedback in the comments. I wouldn't mind, and I'll incorporate it in my stuff in the future. Thanks for watching.